Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am going to be drawing a hand reaching for the sky. It's going to be kind of like this, kind of in a reaching position, reaching towards the sky. The wrist is going to come off the screen. I did do a little bit of a little sketch, but that was kind of just me drawing lines, waiting for my hand to wake up because my hand was asleep and I couldn't hold the pencil. But now my hand is awake enough and I can hold the pencil. So we're going to sketch out what we want this hand to look like, roughly. And then here we go. Here's this. We'll pretend like this is completely accurate to how a hand should be. Technically, I do not need to make this hand perfectly perfect since I do plan on actually taking this digitally because I want to do something with this. But just because I'm going to do it digitally is no excuse to have a bad page in the sketchbook. So we're still going to try to make this a good page in the sketchbook, even if I'm going to do it digitally. Now, I am, however, going to try messing around a little bit with how I actually draw the hands, because honestly I draw them a little bit 2D a lot of the times. Could definitely do more 3D, and since it's reaching out, I do want it to be a little more 3D, you know? But to do that, I need to actually be using shapes instead of just the lines that I normally do. I should use shapes like boxes or cylinders, because that can give me, you know, the correct shapes. Which I should have done that first with that first pinky, but we're going to ignore that because we're going to draw the pointer finger first, and then we'll actually make sure the rest of the fingers are correct. We need it like this, and it needs to reach out. How do you draw a finger like this? Well, maybe this one can come up a little bit, actually. Go like this, add a little joint there, and then this, and add some bits here, and the tip of it will be barely visible, and we'll just go ahead and do that for it, because I don't really care. Okay, to get the rest of the fingers, we're going to want this finger to reach about the middle point of this finger. Or, well, this technically is in the middle, is it? Is it in the middle? No, I'd say a little higher, I think, is the middle, but it doesn't matter. So these should be really close to each other. I do actually have a reference, but I'm not really looking at it. But I do have a reference for when I want to look at it, like right now, because I don't know where this finger is supposed to be going. Hoping I'll be able to make this look good, because if the hand doesn't look good, then the whole drawing is going to kind of look off. And what's the drawing going to be? It's gonna be a galaxy. I'm going to draw a galaxy. It's part of a challenge in my Discord for Inktober, which I still don't entirely know what it is, that is, but I think it's just you draw something every day of October. But I mean, technically I draw every single day, so that's not really any different for me than what I normally do. But not everyone draws every day, so I guess this is a challenge. But for me, this is just a whole month of free video ideas, because now I don't have to come up with something, because there's an entire month of ideas on that list. I could probably show that list. I don't know. Join the Discord. You can see it. There's cool people in the Discord. The people who made it's cool. Join the Discord. Join it right now. Alright, there we go. This isn't exactly like how a hand is supposed to look, but you know, this is fine. I want to separate the pinky a little bit more, because that is how it is in that drawing. And I didn't really separate these ones like they were. I said drawing, didn't I? This is a picture of an actual hand. these fingers are kind of separated in the reference. They're all kind of separated a bit in the reference. It's a little more like this finger's a little more up than I'm actually drawing it. I actually put this finger a little higher than I even meant to, but it's still not as high as the reference. I'm just kind of drawing this how I want it to be, and I want the pinky to be farther out, but I don't want the other, I kind of want the other fingers to be a little closer because of, I was supposed to be perspective, but I'm not very good at that. Doesn't fully look like perspective, but you know, that's fine, it's fine. It'd be fine, it's chill. Alright. This pinky still looks like shit, but we're gonna just leave it for now because I need to draw the other fingers, you know? Alright, whoopsies, that's not exactly what I meant to do, but that's fine. Sure. We'll go ahead and put hand here, and then I guess we need to bring this down a little bit, put a little bump here, because I'm pretty sure there's like a bump on here. Both of my wrists are covered, so I can't even look at my wrists. Look up the picture, you'll be able to see it. That's a smart idea. I should do that. Am I going to? No, I'll look up the picture in a little bit, forgetting that I was even supposed to be looking for that. What am I going to look at it for? The shape of a thumb, because my little brain cannot remember what a thumb looks like. Ah, yes. Thumb. No, too big. Okay, time to erase entire thing and make it better. This reference actually has a scar on their hand in like the same area I have one. That's kind of cool. I got the scar on my hand for a stupid reason though. Not even a cool story. I accidentally did it to myself. I just like was wrestling with my sister basically, tried to grab her arm, but her arm was indeed not at the location I was grabbing at, so I clawed my hand and then picked the scab for about almost a year. It's actually, so that scab is actually there. If you check my like first drawing videos, you can see it on my hand. Alright. That might be a little bit more curvedness than I actually wanted to include in this, but that is fine. I kind of want this to not be super detailed because the background is meant to be, that looks not good at all. The background is meant to be the main focal point of the drawing. The hand is more just meant to be there because I didn't just want to draw a galaxy. I felt like that was a little boring. Like just one thing. Why do just one thing when you could have another thing? I thought it would be more interesting if I did this. I was actually going to draw Banana Man reaching up towards a galaxy scene, but then, okay, I'm drawing this finger from the side. It's because I don't like fingers from the front, but I need to draw this how it should be drawn. Yeah, sure, we'll pretend like that's amazing. Is it? No, but that's fine. We'll erase it and draw it better when it needs to be erased and drawn better. When is that? That could be now, considering we need to draw it right now. Are we gonna do it right now? No. Why? Because we're gonna draw the thumb now, just so I can put it off and draw it in a second. Alright. We'll go like this, try to get like some thumb shaped. I'm trying to think of what an anime hand will look like less detailed anime hand. Because, like I said before, I want it to be undetailed. I just need it to still have some detail, but I want it to be pretty undetailed. Color in that because looks like it needs to be colored in. Yeah, thumb's not the best, not the worst, not the best. we'll go like this and get some finger in here. Alright, let's try and get some more of this in here. What are we doing now? Put the little bit of the knuckle. We're just gonna mark the knuckles with X's just so I can know where they are. Those X's won't stay, I just need little markers right now for where they are. That looks wrong, because that's a little too square. That's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I did draw that way too dark. That's going to stay on the paper now. But that's fine. Alright. There's that. Still not necessarily looking the best, but not looking terrible. I am glad that I decided to actually draw a real hand here, even though this isn't turning out amazing. I'm glad I decided to do a real hand instead of just... I was originally going to just do this. Do this, and then have the, like, weird little hands that I like to draw sometimes. Have this be reaching out towards the sky. I was going to do that, but I am glad that I decided not to. Because I like how this one's looking. It's not looking amazing, but it's not looking terrible. It's not the best hand I've drawn, not the worst. I've drawn some pretty shitty hands. And I could show one of them. That notebook I was drawing hands in is right there. First things I ever actually tried to draw were hands. Alright. I don't really need to erase down there. Go ahead and just... no, we dropped it on the carpet. No. It's fine. It should be fine. Alright. There we go. Now, what are we supposed to do? Okay. Alright. No. This is where the top is. Go like that. And there we go on that part. Go like this, because there should be a little bit of a curve, and then there's the top of the finger. And there's this. That's still not perfect. It still looks quite bad, I think. We could just make this finger completely vertical, but then it wouldn't make sense at all. We need to make it look like this. It needs to be like this. But how do we draw a finger like this? My finger kind of bends that way, doesn't it? That doesn't matter, though. That's not important at the moment. How the hell are we supposed to draw a finger from the front view in perspective like that? I genuinely have no fucking clue. Well, that's not correct, because now the finger is bent, but the nail is like this. And that's not how fingers bend. Even bending my finger like that hurt. Fingers aren't supposed to bend like that. If we go like that, then it's still wrong. And it doesn't look any better. Why can't I get this finger to look correct? Just does look correct, Mr. Finger. Be nice. I want this to look correct, so I'm contemplating completely redrawing most of this. But I don't want to if I don't have to, because I think most of it looks alright. But that finger's just not cooperating. So what am I supposed to do about that? Alright. There we go on that. That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. It doesn't really look terrible. There's that. I didn't mean to do that. There's that. And here is this fingernail. Maybe I should separate it from that side. Yeah, like this. I think that still doesn't necessarily look that good. But I think that looks better than what that fucking pointer finger was looking like. What if I draw it like a box? Draw the box in perspective. Box. Box. Make it box up with the other box. And now this box bends here in this direction, but this box needs to go here and here and here and here and here. Then this part of the finger needs to go like this. And like that. So then we would need to add the thumbnail right here. Or not thumbnail. We would need to add the thumb right. I keep going to the thumb. The finger right there. A little bit of a break right here. But this actually still needs to fill out this part too. Then we would need to connect here. And then we got ourselves a sausage finger. You know, I could actually use the box method, drawing those boxes correct. That's not an eraser. Drawing those boxes correctly. But, no. That is slightly more work than I currently want to put into this. Alright, erase that completely. Throw the pencil, or not the pencil, the eraser. And then look at the reference. And now try to draw that. You just looked at it and you look away and you completely forgot everything you were staring at. And now you're going to completely wing it again and hope it looks good. Because you can. Yes. Free will, bitches. Yes. Alright. Here we go. There's that. There's that. We'll go ahead and go like this. And this. And then this. And this. Alright, that still doesn't necessarily look that good, honestly. Try to fix it a little bit. I feel like it would have been a little bit better to honestly just like start over with this finger because it's not nearly perspectived enough. I should have started over with the finger and drawn it correctly. But I didn't want to, because I was being lazy and I should have. This thumb also looks wrong and it's annoying me. But I mean, I also feel like thumbs almost always look wrong. It doesn't. Okay, now I'm realizing that the thumb is wrong because this part is just like completely not the right size. Alright, we're just leaving that finger as is too. It's not perfect, it's not terrible, so we'll just go ahead and leave it. It's probably the best we're gonna end up getting. And I've still got to redo this digitally too, so I could try to make it a little better digitally, but I probably won't. It's probably gonna stay like this, just because that's easier. Alright, let's try and get some stuff in here that looks like a thumb. Okay, we need to go like this, and then basically there's a little shape kind of like this, kind of like a little M like that, but we don't really need to show that. We kind of just need it to be there for a second so we can draw what the thumb should look like. Alright, do this, and then that's not good at all. Let's try and draw this differently. How are we gonna want to do this? Go like that and this. What time is it? Oh, it's already getting kind of late. I mean, it's only 6. But for having to draw a galaxy soon, it's getting late. Mainly because I have no idea how to draw a galaxy. I don't even really know what galaxies look like. Is there a bunch of colors in there? No, there's a bunch of colors in galaxies. There's some purple and other colors. No, this is all not looking like how I want it to look. Why does you not agree with my eyes, how my eyes want you to be? Or no, how my brain wants you to be? Why is my eyes not showing what brain wants to be done? You are betraying me, Mr. Pencil. Betrayal. Alright. What are we I still don't know what I'm doing. This is why I need to practice drawing hands even more than I already have, because introduced some just perspective that I for some reason can't get, then the whole drawing is taking way longer than it should. Like the whole drawing I've spent mostly on 2 fingers. And I wasn't even going for like a super detailed version either. Why is the bend here, but then it looks like it should be here? That doesn't make sense. We're gonna just go ahead and put this in here. Do that. Do this. Do this. Do this. This. Go ahead and go like that. And this. And that. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We should have cut that a little bit more. Cut that. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this. And there's a thing. There's a thumb. Is a perfect no. Is the drawing done for now? Yeah, it doesn't fully even look like they're reaching towards the sky. Oh, I just actually kicked that thing like across the room with my hand. Alright, whoop. Okay, apparently I'm not holding anything. This isn't perfect, but it's not terrible. Alright, digital version, woo.